Hello.
This is gonna be good. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another nerdy episode of another nerdy talk show where we talk nerd. Whew, what are we gonna talk about today? Oh, we got only a couple of trailers. One was for Hawkeye, the other one was for the remake of West Side Story, and by God, I can't wait to talk about this. Especially with Spielberg at the helm. My goodness, that is just gonna be sweet. In other news, we got some Disney news for you. So there's been the talk of the theme park scene in Florida. The Finding Nemo musical show and Animal... Excuse me. The Finding Nemo musical show and Animal... Frick. Finding Nemo the musical, which is a show in Animal Kingdom, is closed and is getting some sort of update. Needed? I don't know. I used to work at Animal Kingdom when, in my heydays back at Disney, but, you know. Also, we have a release date for the Wolverine movie. The one made by Marvel Studios to bring him into the MCU. Neat. Anyway, we also got some shouts today. The next chapter of Toby Fox's series Deltarune was released yesterday. I played a little bit last night, and man, I got a lot to talk about. Plus, Cruiser just got back from Halloween Horror Nights, and boy, are his arms missing. All that and more tonight on another nerdy talk show. We'll be right back.
You're watching another nerdy talk show. Mountain Dew is the worst soda ever made. Be a fucking adult and accept that truth.
I cannot live another day without air conditioning.
Says tomorrow's gonna be hotter.
Hotter?
Like yesterday.
Yesterday? Yesterday you said you'd call Sears.
I'll call today.
You call now.
I'll call now.
Now's the time to save on Sears installed central air conditioning. Get 0% finance charge, no billing, and no payments until August with the Sears Charge Home Improvement Plan. Call now for a free in-home estimate on a Kenmore air conditioning system. State-of-the-art engineering means greater energy efficiency. A new Kenmore could save 10 to 44% on your annual cooling costs. In time, even pay for itself. Sears also offers fast emergency installation, a 5-year warranty on parts and labor, plus our satisfaction guarantee. And you know Sears will be there to back it up. Get 0% finance charge, no billing, no payments until August. Offer ends May 31st, so call now and save with Sears.
So what's the paper say about tomorrow?
Another scorcher.
Cool.
Frozen's delicious.
Just let it go, Evan. Let it go.
Shut up. I almost said Cruiser. Anyway, let's talk about some of the trailers this week. First of all, we got... Derby Best Pony asked, what is he fucking eating?
I'm not eating anything. I'm building a model. Thank you very much.
He's eating a Gundam. There you go. That's the biggest triumph there. Let's talk about Hawkeye. In the years of getting all kinds of Christmas movies, from Die Hard to Iron Man 3, Hawkeye, dear Lord. First of all, the trailer was just... You guys can't deny, this trailer was oozing Christmas spirit.
It's the most wonderful day.
time. It was the best. Like, you can't even deny it. They're oozing it. They're just taking advantage that's coming on Christmas. They're having a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Oh, it came out, like,
especially for
November.
dang, who is it? That's not his daughter, right? That's playing
Yeah.
It is, right?
I don't know if that's... I think it's the actress, but I don't know if the character is his daughter. I thought it was.
I think
Yeah, it's because I do know that in the comics it's supposed to be that his daughter takes up the mantle of Hawkeye in the future. So
yeah.
So yeah, this is gonna be interesting, like especially because I don't know. I just from the trailer, I do love the whole level of what they're trying to do with him, of what they're trying to do with Hawkeye. Because
Yeah, him.
yeah, it's like a whole thing of just him being a Roman at the time. So yeah, of course it would come back to haunt him.
So essentially, the show is going to be a show about Hawkeye kind of getting separated from his family to do, for lack of better terms, odd jobs with his trusty bow and arrow. Freaking Clint, doing what he does best with his bow and arrow, doing what Hawkeye does best. You want to know this thing just made me wonder. Here's a little idea for you guys. Bear with me on this one. Santa Claus is technically in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
When the fuck are we getting a Marvel Santa Claus movie?
When hell freezes over and Mephisto comes to the MCU.
Does he fight Mephisto in the comics?
Not that I've seen, but that'd be cool.
I don't know.
There's an image online of Santa Claus wielding the Infinity Gauntlet, and Doctor Strange, like, he looks like a complete badass, and Doctor Strange's like, I knew giving Santa Claus the Infinity Gauntlet was a bad idea. Oh my god.
I think it's supposed to be that he's classified as a mutant. I
think so.
Santa Claus.
He's classified as an Omega level mutant. I think
Santa
what it's
Claus?
supposed to be.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hold on, I'm gonna confirm this real quick because I
Well,
remember
with them
seeing
bringing
it
the
somewhere.
X-Men in here, it's going to be crazy. Oh, by the way, guys, I said this before, but if you go to the Ants chat right now, I want to give a big shout out to Bruce Carr and Jasmine Evans Carr for having their first child, Lily Evans Carr. That's her right there. Look at her.
I saw the pictures.
Look at her. She looks like a little burrito.
It's a Bebrito.
A baberito. Right there. Look at those
Bebrito,
two.
yes.
These two are.
Yeah, here it is. Santa Claus is real, and he's he's a Mega O level mutant.
Cool. But yeah, thanks. I hope you guys have a good day of happiness. It's good to hear. So yeah, Hawkeye. Hawkeye, I'm looking forward to. Especially Marvel's definitely on their A game this year. Yeah, with all these movies and shows coming out. I mean, what is this? The third show they've come out. The fifth. Fifth.
Oh.
We got
yeah.
There was
WandaVision, Loki, Captain Falcon, Winter Soldier, What If, Hawkeye.
okay.
Yeah, nice. Marvel's really on the
And
delivering.
yeah, so far each movie, I mean not movie, each show I've actually been loving it. Like,
yeah,
hell, I'm really looking forward to mostly the what ifs, just because it's a whole thing of just what if all this actually happened.
Yeah, man. I mean, like,
and,
I like
and
that.
people love it.
I posted an image here. What if Walt Disney didn't smoke? It just shows Epcot completed.
Oh wow.
The funny thing is that, like, here's the thing. With Jablonski, this is actually an interesting theory. Like, I was saying, I just want one day for Marvel to make a bad movie. Just they want to come and say, okay, we're just gonna make this, just to fuck with everyone.
No, I know what it probably would have been.
Would have been.
Spider-Man film
What was that?
titled One More Day. Kuma got it.
No. I'm gonna say this up front, Jablonski. If Marvel was to announce they were gonna do a One More Day movie adaptation, I'm pretty sure they can make it work as bad as that story was.
Well, they kind of are, but it's not one more day. It's one moment in time.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, still, I'm pretty.
One more day,
Let's just
we're
face it.
gonna celebrate.
Some of the Marvel movies that came out actually took some of the worst Marvel stories and made it work. I'm pretty sure they can find some way to make One More Day work. Be it adding a new character or anything like that. Then again, they did kill off Iron Man, so I don't think it's going to happen because he plays kind of a role in that story. Marvel, when you're
I'm just getting little.
We still got the West Side Story one here, but I kind of want to talk to it about it when Bride Idea comes here. So let's bring in a caller.
Oh yeah.
I'll bring in Derpy as best pony. Here we go. Derpy as best pony. You're on Ants. Derpy. Speak. Come on. Open sesame. Come on. Bangarang. Roofy-yo. Abracadabra. I think we lost. Expelliarmus. Alohomora. Clatuberata Nicta.
Guardian Leviosa.
Clatuvaraba Nicto. Sim
Really?
Salim.
No one? No one got that?
Apache
Cool.
Chief.
No,
So-
no.
Apache Chief Ine Chuck. I can't think of any other ones there. Sorry, Derps. I think you're out of focus. Fine, we'll bring someone in here. JJ the Jert Plane. Jage. What the fuck? Jage.
Yeah.
What is... Okay, first of all, what the hell is your profile picture supposed to be?
It's Philza. Is a pants.
Excellent.
Let me show you. Want me to show you the picture of him?
No, thank you. I'll pass. So tell me, what is your opinion on this Hawkeye series?
It's good. It's good. I can see. It's kind of disappointing that her daughter's not getting beat her. Instead, we have a new character for Hawkeye. The do you play the Marvel from the PS4, the Avengers game? Of the female version of
Bishop you're
Hawkeye.
talking about.
Yeah, I heard nothing.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Well, we were talking about how whose daughter would be.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I never played the Avengers game yet, but I'm pretty sure Jablonski has, and it sounds like he was really disappointed about it.
No, I actually have not played I have not played the Avengers game because I had zero interest in it. What I'm hyped for is the Wolverine game and Spider-Man 2. Thank you very much.
So everyone hates the game now.
I don't know.
I played it. It was okay.
I can't really say much about it. The only other thing that's coming out is Guardians of the Galaxy, which kind of has the same rift, I heard. But,
Wait, the Telltale one? That's kind of boring, actually.
I don't know. I haven't
No,
really.
not Telltale. It was a different one.
No, was that one that's made by? I don't know. It was like announced at every press conference at E3 this year.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, me too.
No, we were talking about Spider-Man last week, and we got the movie. I actually showed my girlfriend the trailer because she hasn't seen it for the first time. She's not much of a Marvel superhero fan, but she does what she does. Draken's Media, thank you for talking about it. I'm sorry, Draconicus. I like that. With that stuff there. JJ, I want to thank you for joining us. I'm glad you gave me your opinions.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And also, if Cruiser is here, I could have told him about the Twitch God that I keep mentioning on the last 2 streams now.
Cool. What is he talking about? I have no idea.
Hmm?
Well, I just wanted to talk. Well, I might as well bring it up now just to kill out there. So a remake of West Side Story is coming out, and it's being made by the best director. You know him, you love him, Mr. Steven Spielberg.
M. Night Shyamalan.
No, absolutely not. Steven Spielberg taking on West Side Story. I haven't seen him do a musical in years, man.
That should be interesting. I never paid attention to the original West Side Stories, so I only knew a little bit of what it was showing.
It's basically like Romeo and Juliet, except one girl's Hispanic and the other guy's a greaser.
Yeah, and it's more like it's more about the gangs and the family kind of thing.
Yeah,
or,
Cruiser, you've seen West Side Story, haven't you?
There's Jablonski here with us.
Yeah, I was tanking, so he just came in. But no, hey,
I couldn't get my settings straight for some reason.
Yeah, so Cruiser, you've seen.
I gotta say, Jablonski, you look like you've lost weight.
I have actually, though I've been kind of fluctuating between 215, 220. But again, my job has me running around and whatnot. So
nice work.
Well, all I can say is preach.
But anyway, Cruiser, you've seen West Side Story, haven't you?
Actually, no, I haven't.
Do you know but do you know the story? What it's about?
Not really. All I know is that something about a musical and people are about to fight. That's all I know about West Side Story.
It's kind of like basically Romeo.
The chips are gonna rumble tonight.
Thank you.
That weird WWE promo.
Okay, so anyway, West Side Story is basically the story. It's like a Romeo and Juliet story. There's this guy named Tony, who's part of these groups called this American gang.
Yo, Tony.
Thank you. Who's part of this group called the Jets? They're a street gang, and it's a turf war. Their enemies are the Sharks, who are these guys who is basically a gang made up of Hispanic people. Takes place in the 50s, I believe, maybe the 40s. I don't know.
Yeah, around that era.
So they're on a turf war with each other. Tony's kind of like a pseudo member of it, where he has his buddies in there. And they're gonna have this big rumble. So they go to this dance, and Tony meets this girl named Maria, who's the sister of of the leader of the Sharks. And pretty much the story writes itself from there. It's a good story.
Maria.
I'll be just the only thing that I'm just really curious about is just how this movie is going to turn out, because Steven Spielberg hasn't really had a grand slam hit in a while. I mean, don't get me wrong, Ready Player One was good, but it wasn't that knockout hit like Jurassic Park was.
And have y'all seen? He made that one movie, The Big Friendly Giant, right?
No, that was
PFG.
That was the big fucking guy. I call that movie The Big Fucking Guy. That's all I know.
We used to call it big.
That one seemed pretty okay, but it just wasn't up there with like the whole thing of just. I don't know. When I saw that movie, I didn't really feel like being captivated that much from it.
Well, Spielberg. Well, I can't deny can't. Here's what my thoughts are. Like what he said with Ready Player One, Cruiser. I'm just gonna say up front here. Let's just face it. Nothing is gonna live up to Jurassic Park. It's impossible at this point. Considering like Spielberg being one of the most successful directors out there, he's also a lesson of saying just because you're successful doesn't mean you can make everything work. But
the Jurassic Park was definitely a hard thing to top. I'm not going to deny that. And I still have a soft spot for the first Jurassic World movie. But with Ready Player One, we had like all those pop culture icons, and they didn't really do all that much with them. I mean, they did. It was really still... Go ahead, Jablonski.
Well, they never really did much of that in the books either. There were better references and stuff that went on in the book.
It was just for atmosphere, honestly. Like they wanted to make an atmosphere that everybody could be kind of familiar with, using like different stuff. It's kind of like when you look like Roger Rabbit or Rabbit. There are tunes in there that don't do anything in there, or like you look at stuff like Wreck-It Ralph. There are characters in there that don't do anything. It's just for atmosphere.
I remember the guys from South Park called that movie the Members Berry movie.
Yeah, it is. But the racing. You remember the racing scene in the movie?
Yeah,
not in the book.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was a lich. You had to battle a lich playing Joust.
I kind of like the racing a bit more. When someone told me that like it's supposed to be jousting, I was like, that would have been cool to see, but I don't know why. The whole thing with the driving and just the different environments that just popped up, that seemed very cool and on the top with what the world kind of is. But jousting with the lich is just interesting.
I actually also got a picture.
Plus all the memorable iconic cars we've seen throughout history. Like I will admit, I went, oh, that's the Adam West Batmobile.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, there's actually a photo in the Ants chat about that was taken on set with Spielberg in the cast. Second of all, what are you talking about? He did the Post. What Post? You didn't like the Post?
I never heard of the Post.
The Post. It was a huge movie in like 2017. It was a Meryl Streep movie, but that was what was it about? Freaking! It was one of those like. It was basically the story of the. It was based on a true story about these journalists of the Washington Post to publish the infamous Pentagon Papers, that were like classified documents in a 20-year thing with the United States of the Vietnam War.
That was a big hit?
Yeah, it was a massive hit. It won Best Screenplay, Best Original Score, Best Director, Best Drama.
I don't look at awards, Evan. What I look at is the cultural impact. And I'm not saying that to be rude or anything. To give an example here, Jamie Kennedy actually started his own podcast, and he actually had a guest on there who tends to be a convention manager. And one person that he was managing was someone from the Lost Boys movies. And he thought he should be asking for more money because not only did he have Lost Boys under his belt, but he had a slew of other ones. And the manager advised against it because nobody cares about all those movies. So he left that manager, found a new one. He sees them at a convention. What's being advertised? Lost Boys. Because that's what made the cultural impact. It was, not to say that all those other movies were bad, but unless it makes an impact like that, nobody's going to care.
All right, what about Bridge of Spies? That was a bit one that had a big impact.
What movie?
Bridge of Spies. Also, Warhorse had a decent one. Lincoln was
Never
also
heard of
huge.
movie, dude.
Lincoln was also huge.
Never
You never saw
heard of
Lincoln?
these movies, dude.
Lincoln was a good movie.
Lincoln.
Yeah,
It may have been good, but it's quite clear that the public didn't really latch onto it. Like, I didn't. Were there were people making like cosplays of it? What did it become something like Power Rangers where people just couldn't get enough?
I wouldn't say
That's what
be in pop
people
culture.
are looking for.
Yeah,
what I-
yeah,
No, the
yeah. I
main
remember
thing-
all those people
The
cosplaying
main
Warhorse.
thing I am getting here is just the fact that I believe Spielberg. I can't say he's not on his game. He's on a game though. I'm gonna say that. That's the best way I can say it.
Maybe a C game.
He's on a
but-
game. He's on a definite game.
Wait, he's in Smash Bros.
I would totally pay money for Steven Spielberg to be on Super Smash Brothers. I mean, why not? I'm expecting them to make anime characters. Here's the big thing. Let me see what the comment section is saying here. Pretty much what I said there about he wouldn't say pop culture, but the movies were still good.
Ooh.
Anyway, so
Ooh,
yeah,
damn,
there isn't
okay,
really.
that's-
I believe West Side Story is coming out in November. I believe. I forgot to write down the date. I apologize. So yeah, I'm just gonna move on to the next thing right now. That being the big talk about what's been going on with Disney this week. Cruiser, I don't know if you saw this. In Animal Kingdom, there was the Finding Nemo musical.
Mm-hmm.
So have you seen it?
Once.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple times. I can say it's okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. It's a basic abridged version of the story. I think it was based on a real musical. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one there, but
What I'm just curious to know is they said they're just going to update it. I'm wondering how.
now the film. Here's what's going on with it right now. Now it's a 40-minute musical that includes screens, special effects, puppets, as well as music. It opened up in 2016, and it was announced that the musical is getting the update. Like you said, it's supposed to open up in 2022. Now, the original thing that was in there was the Tarzan show, which was like a stunt show kind of deal.
Don't think I ever saw it.
Nobody did. But I mean, heck, does anybody remember the Hunchback of Notre Dame stunt show? I got a chance to see it twice.
That existed?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
did.
it was okay. The gargoyles were the only thing that kind of looked creepy, and Frollo looked like the friggin' Quaker oatmeal guy. But but you know, it's Hunchback. It's good. You know. Side note: I'm just gonna put this into your minds. Sir Ian McKellen as Frollo in the live-action movie.
Quasimodo.
Haley Joel Osment.
Actually, that's a good idea. Actually, Haley Joel Osment with the beard and all. Can he sing? Can Haley Joel Osment sing?
Nobody has to.
But here's the
I
thing.
didn't.
Like, but here's
Fuck! Who
but
just came to my head? Damn it.
But with the musical being updated, one of the things I like is that when it comes to like a lot of stuff with water, especially with Finding Nemo being a Pixar thing, let's just face it, the show is going to be very colorful.
Mhm.
I'm expecting something cool, and I can't really know what they're going to do with it, but I like to see what they'll experiment with.
You could say it could be fabulous.
Yes, just because I said fabulous, just because I said colorful means obviously fabulous.
Oh, and speaking of musicals, apparently the Beetlejuice musical is getting another run.
Was that a thing?
that was the thing.
Yeah.
The only Beetlejuice
Okay,
musical is
speak
when
up.
Beetlejuice was singing random pop songs at Universal.
No,
I know this.
actually,
I know
the
this might
Broadway
be.
musical.
I know this might be mean, probably for what I'm gonna say. I was actually thinking Martin Freeman for Quasimodo. He was
Martin Freeman?
Yeah, he was the guy that played Bilbo, wasn't he?
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Work maybe?
Actually, yeah, I can see
I
that.
can see that.
I don't know why. When I was just thinking that he popped into my head, I was like,
Well, wait,
Damn,
what
what's
does
his
Tom
name?
Hulse look like right now?
Tom Hulse.
Yeah, like what does he look like now? Could he reprise the role in his current state? Nah, he looks a little bit too pudgy. Let's just face it, he was still a good singer. Cruiser, Derpy Best Pony asks, have you seen Homeward Bound?
Yes, I have.
Everyone should.
The original or the remake?
There's a remake.
There was a remake.
Yeah, there was one that had a narrative and another one that had where the animals could talk.
I thought they.
Oh wait, never mind. I'm thinking of Homeward Bound was the one where the animals talk, but it was a remake of The Incredible Journey. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
I keep
yeah.
getting those
I
two
was about to
confused.
say. I thought they always could talk to each other in the movies.
Yeah, the one where the golden retriever's voiced by Skeletor.
Yeah.
Franklin Jello, man.
And Shadow, Sassy, and Chance.
Yeah, Chance. I forgot the voice who plays Chance, but his voice.
Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, Michael J. Fox.
Yep, I can always hear Michael J. Fox whenever I hear that movie.
Okay, so
No, for you just overlap the audio from Back to the Future for his bits with the video of Homeward Bound. Like, are you telling me that you build a time machine out of a DeLorean coming from a fucking pit bull?
yeah, then you go to So he's like, "We'll defeat you, He-Man," or something like that.
In some ultra dimension that's Marty never existed, Doc only has been talking to this dog the
Who
entire
played the
time.
cat in Homeward Bound? Who played the cat in Homeward?
Sassy?
Yeah, who played
Right.
Who played Sassy?
It was a ragdoll cat. That's who played it.
Poor little cat. I hated that scene when she was drowning. It's so sad. Sally Field.
Oh.
Sally Field.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I actually haven't seen that movie in a long
Speaking of
ass
movies,
time.
I just want to bring this up here. We're gonna go down the list right now. Okay, let's take a moment to go down the list. Okay, X-Men Origins Wolverine, a movie about Wolverine. The Wolverine and Logan, 2 movies about Wolverine, which was a reboot. And then of course there's all the other X-Men movies that have Wolverine in it. And now here we go again with another Wolverine movie.
I just want Hugh Jackman to go, fuck off.
Oh, he actually wants to come back.
Oh, really?
Oh my god.
I thought he was done. I thought he was sick of it.
I thought that was Chris Evans. I wasn't gonna come back.
Chris Evans. I heard Chris Evans had some interest. I didn't, but I'm a Cruiser. I could have swore I heard somewhere he's saying he did not want to do Wolverine again.
I mean, granted, it's not like anybody else could play him. I cannot picture anyone else for that role.
There's one of my friends he has a brother who does MMA and all like that. Mm-hmm. And his nickname is literally the Wolverine, and like maybe if you like with the right adjustments and maybe makeup and everything, he could probably pull off maybe like Wolverine, like
hit him in the balls to see what happens.
Actually, I got
youngish.
I got an article here from Cinema Blend that actually has his response that was taken in August 10th of 2021. Let me see here. The fact that I'm here, the whole thing with him joining the Marvel Super Cinematic Universe. He said, the fact that I'm hearing about this from you is there's nothing in my inbox from Kevin Feige, which means it's probably no matter what idea I come up with, not on the table. Let's just be clear. I realized before we shot Logan, I was like we got the idea. We knew what it was going to be ish, right? And thought this is it. And that really helped me. It really helped knowing I was going into my last session. That is my last session that I made the most of it. And it's still a character I hold close to my heart. But I know it's done. Tell that to whoever you want. Please tell it to Ryan Reynolds, because he's like doesn't believe anything. He thinks I'm joking. Please. So yeah, I don't think Kevin Feige has not contacted Jackman for Wolverine. I don't really think he's coming back.
I just don't know who else could play him.
Yeah, I've never really seen anybody that like has that iconic. Well, everyone knows, like, besides the haircut for Wolverine, it's mostly the iconic mutton chops that you would see that usually stands out with him as well. So.
One person that I can actually think of.
If you so much as say I'm friggin' Neil Patrick Harris, that's not fair.
No, it's not. I wasn't gonna say him.
If you don't know why that's not fair, ladies and gentlemen, it's because let's just face it, Neil Patrick Harris can make anything work. I'm glad, as you can see, nobody has argued against me on that one, so there you go. But who would be like?
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves could be a good Wolverine. Norman Reedus?
Yeah.
I don't know. I always saw Norman Reedus being perfect to play Ghost Rider.
Okay, maybe a Ghost Rider. I could see him being one of those. Yeah, because Ghost Rider isn't necessarily like that one person. He's Ghost Rider itself is just the spirit of vengeance, and it could be literally anybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see that. I can see Norman Reedus.
Yeah.
Being Ghost Rider.
Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker's already done a character, and he's dead.
Don't give a shit. Hollywood certainly doesn't.
Spirit of Vengeance can bring him back. Not like they've done it before. If you've ever read Ghost Rider.
I don't know why, but for some reason, the thing that was think I know this is a stupid one, but what about Clint Eastwood? He would at least have the voice. Clint Eastwood has. I'm looking at him, what he looked like in Logan. The only person I can think that would be.
How about this? My friend Spencer.
Who?
Friend Spencer.
Marvin Spencer.
Wilden.
Melvin Spencer.
My friend Spencer. Remember we met him?
Spencer Wilden.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He'd have the. Nah, Wolverine's not that tall. Not that huge.
Elijah Wood's not that short.
I know, but like still, Wolverine is meant to be like not too.
I think he has the face. That's the thing.
The only other thing I could think of that has a close image to Logan might be like Pierce Brosnan or whoever that guy that's playing Superman right now.
Henry Cavill?
Yeah. Could he do it? Could he be Wolverine if you just mess him up a little bit?
No. I don't know. I can't see him being Wolverine. After seeing the guy being the Witcher so much, like it's hard to see him being like Wolverine specifically.
If they put Henry Cavill up in a friggin', ooh, that's a good one, Daniel Radcliffe. Daniel Radcliffe, yeah.
Well, why not? The dude already showed his penis on Broadway.
Yeah, man. Daniel Radcliffe could do anything. Like, I'm just gonna say up front here. I mean, Hugh Jackman did Broadway. Why not Daniel Radcliffe? Why not? I could see him. Let me see her.
Daniel, you show that he's in. It's hilarious.
I was about to say he's done several things in Broadway, hasn't he?
Wait, Jackman? Actually, I looked it up. I looked up Daniel Radcliffe and it said Wolverine on the Automatic search. Let's see here.
Oh God.
Daniel Radcliffe has not officially been cast as Wolverine in the MCU, so as of now, it's unlikely he will. He did portray the titular wizard. We know he was Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say
no one's gonna forget that. No one's ever gonna forget that.
Let me see what Daniel Radcliffe looks like today. First of all, I want to say up front, Daniel Radcliffe, I think his work on Broadway is completely underappreciated in my opinion.
Have you seen any of it?
I haven't seen live, but I have seen some of his singing, and he's a damn good singer. Like
he is.
Like who was the guy that played Uncle Vernon in that movie? The chemistry, chemistry those two had was just beautiful. I saw an interview with them just doing a duet together. It was just amazing.
I think he died.
Yeah, I think the person I want to see in more things is Rupert Grant, the one who.
Yeah. I'm looking at a picture of Daniel Radcliffe today. He would be perfect for Wolverine's look wise.
Okay, I gotta see this. What makes? I haven't really seen what he looks like recently.
He looks like Edward. He looks like Edward Cullen.
He's actually really damn good in Miracle Workers.
He looks like Edward Cullen if he was a badass.
Okay.
You're a wizard, Wolverine.
I can't really. I don't know. I can't really see him being Wolverine specifically. I can see him being maybe related to Wolverine.
He looks like a pleasant dude.
Yeah.
Have you seen what his abs look like?
Not recently.
Donnell says I wish this could work. Tom Hardy as Logan. Also Rupert could be Cannonball.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy's already Venom. I don't know if he's gonna.
Yeah, he's already Venom, and I can't really see him being.
Derpy Ass Cruiser. Why are you so cool?
So you guys want to hear him?
No.
You guys wanna hear Daniel Radcliffe sing?
Hey. Cruiser hasn't answered the question yet.
I'm cool?
Yeah, he says, why are you so cool?
I didn't know I was cool. Where's my membership card?
I know, we live in Florida. God damn it. Oh. Okay. So I know Wolverine's the popular character, but I get it, but like he's gotten way too many movies already. I don't know why they would give him another standalone movie. I mean, here's what I think they should do, okay? Here's what I think they should do. What they need to do is just do a new X-Men movie. Just do a new X-Men movie that integrates them into the MCU. Just restart everything.
Again.
Yeah, why not? Like, just why not? The release date for this movie is going to be in 2024, and like I said, since they acquired 20th Century Fox, incorporating the X-Men in the MCU is pretty much a matter of time. I mean, why not? Evan Peters was in WandaVision.
Yeah,
True.
but if you guys want to hear Daniel Radcliffe singing, listen to him sing "She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain."
He was actually, he played Thomas the Tank Engine.
Hold on, I gotta hear this now.
He played Thomas the Tank Engine in a Robot Chicken skit.
Oh, well. I think I know what sketch you're talking about.
Is this going to be embarrassing? I like his
It's probably one of my. I've yet to see some of the newer stuff, but I've seen bits and pieces of it.
I liked his rendition of Brotherhood of Love with from How to Get Rich Without Really Trying. Donnell says, Evan, let me talk X-Men. Tell me about it. I'm not even an X-Men fan, but yeah. Although Cruiser likes the Cyclops. Do you want to know something else? Do you want to know who Daniel Radcliffe should play? When they eventually come out with that I know they're not going to do it, but when they eventually come out with that live-action Little Mermaid movie, I always wanted him to play Prince Eric. Okay, let's go. Donnell's here. Let's talk. He wants to talk X-Men. Welcome, Donnell. You're on Ants. And he's gone.
Oh.
Welcome, Donnell. You're on Ants. Donnell. Alrighty. I guess he doesn't want to join. There's actually a behind the scenes.
Right now, I put the offer out.
There's actually a behind the scenes look at him and Rupert in the thing of Sorcerer's Stone, and they're just doing Broadway musical songs while they're getting ready for the train scene.
Oh wow.
Yeah, bro, Cruiser.
Is it like humiliating that? Is it a bad rendition of the song?
No, it's fucking great.
Is that ironic or serious?
I'm dead serious. It's actually really good, and it's hilarious at the same time.
Harry Potter singing music. It's good. Okay, Donnell, I'll try you one more time. Donnell, you're on Ants. He's with us. He's with us. He's with us. Donnell?
What the hell did I just watch?
I don't know. Donnell wants to come on and talk X-Men, but he's not playing anything.
No, you don't understand. This was like the West meets the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I don't know. Jablonski was saying it was the best thing ever.
It is. Go watch it.
I can't because I'm controlling shit. I need my chapstick.
I'll link it I'll link it for you guys because I love you all. And
Daniel, what the flying fuck, man? It's like I'm Harry Potter. I could do anything.
I'm Harry Potter. Okay, he's not.
Oh wow!
I
just put in Daniel Rad, and that's the first thing that pops up.
Daniel Rad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I linked it in the chat.
So anyway, the last thing I want a bright idea. But yeah, Cruiser was telling me Cruiser is a big X-Men fan. He likes Cyclops. Okay, I'm just gonna say it from we went to Universal one time during the COVID situation, and they saw Spider-Man posing with Cyclops on a stage. I'm just gonna say it front, Cyclops with a face mask looks fucking awesome. I don't care. No politics aside, he looks awesome. It looks how it just shows his eyes. It's just cool. And Bright, where are you? You're not at place.
Yeah, I'm back.
Who is holding you hostage?
Cecil's holding me hostage, I suppose, if anybody.
Oh my god, is Seesaw there?
He just went out, but I had an open invitation for him to join me if he'd like.
Oh my god, it's becoming a big reunion.
Yes. Hey, nice to see you, Jables.
Hey, like I said, when I feel like showing up, I'll show up.
Okay, so let's talk. Let's just bring up here. It's actually good here because I'm about to talk a little bit what happened here. I haven't beaten it all the way, but yes, I just want to get here. Deltarune was released yesterday. I started playing it.
Yeah.
And that
my sister said she started playing it as well.
Oh my god, I'm like playing. I'm like, cool. I forget everything that happened last time. I mean, they do a good job like breaking it up there. I like the new designs of Susie.
Oh, they have new designs.
Yeah, her sprite has like a refurb. Rousey's no longer shaded.
Ah.
And I like the new world they got with the world of technology and how they're bringing in Holly and Birdie.
Ah.
And yes, we do dive more into Holly having a crush on Susie.
Aw.
They're so cute with each other. But I haven't gotten that far. I've got the farthest I've gotten was the big statue of Birdie.
I know nothing. I haven't seen anything because like my sister Bettina, who has a YouTube channel, if you all who watching want to check out, she's doing a playthrough. She brought her channel out of semi-hiatus for this, so like when she's done with the playthrough, I think she'll put out videos.
Yeah.
For.
If she wants any help, she can shoot me a message. I'd be happy to like help her out.
Yeah.
Be it with a voice or something like that. Like whenever I heard Birdie,
so fresh.
I want you to put this in her brain. Every single time I hear Birdie speak, all I'm hearing is Mandark's voice.
What were you saying?
I showed them Daniel Radcliffe in Miracle Workers.
Oh.
That song.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I haven't seen it.
It's.
I posted it in the chat.
Uh-huh.
It's Daniel Radcliffe singing. What more do we need to say? I mean,
I've heard him sing.
Yeah, I liked his rendition of Brotherhood of Love from How to Get Rich Quick without even trying.
Uh-huh.
Dude, trust me, it ain't just the singing.
All right.
Yeah, it really is just sing.
Jerpy, don't go.
Okay.
Anyway, but yeah, like I have to see it afterwards because like I have to focus on controlling the stream. I can't.
Yeah.
So, with that said, Cruiser, I could go to Hooked on Harmonics, but do you want me to just cut to the videos of Halloween Horror Nights? Just make that the replacement?
Well, that's just said Hooked on Harmonics is a little connected to Halloween Horror Nights.
Well, I still have to do it in either segment with the intro and outro, so you want me to get you started up on that?
Yep.
Excellent, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with Hooked on Harmonics.
Greetings, Nation. This is the Concert Cruiser, and today on Hooked on Harmonics, we're going to look at something a bit different. We are actually going to look at a couple of composers. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Midnight Syndicate. Midnight Syndicate actually makes soundtracks for various events, including Halloween Horror Nights. This is the actual vinyl record of the song that they have made that gets played throughout the event, be it in the parks or in the various houses. And it turns out they actually have made soundtracks for a variety of not just events, but activities. Anything from Dungeons and Dragons to shooting zombies. And however, this particular record is not on Spotify. If you are lucky enough to get this record, apparently I got the last one. However, if it gets leaked on YouTube, I would suggest listening to the very first song on here, Darkness Descends, from Halloween Horror Nights 9. That's how far back we're going here, people. Now, however, they are going to be releasing another disc come October 6th, and they'll even be doing a signing there at the park, so hopefully I can get in on that. But this introduces a new style of ambient music. Minecraft was the first thing to open my ears to that style, and now we got spooky ambient music. It's amazing what you can do with very little. All you need is just atmosphere. this definitely gives off spooky vibes, but it doesn't feel like a gory slasher. It really feels like it's just trying to set the atmosphere of what it is that you're doing, which in this case is Halloween Horror Nights. So, but they do have other soundtracks on Spotify. Be sure to check them out, and hopefully you'll get a chance to check out Halloween Horror Nights. This is the Concert Cruiser for Hooked on Harmonics.
You're watching another nerdy talk show. In a world where a bunch of geeks have no idea what they are doing.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. And everything else. And stuff.
Yeah,
and food. And delicious. So Cruiser.
Yeah, and yep, go ahead, Evan.
So Cruiser, I'm just gonna give you then the back of the chair. Cruiser went to Halloween Horror Nights this week.
Sweet.
For those guys who don't know, Halloween Horror Nights is Universal Studios' big Halloween party. One of three. One of being Halloween Horror Nights, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, this year being called Boo Bash, and Fright Night at Busch Gardens and SeaWorld, which nobody gives a shit about. So anyway,
actually, Evan, it's called Howl O Scream.
Nobody still gives a shit about it.
Get it right.
Yeah, nobody still gives
sure
a shit
about that?
I heard
yeah, in Orlando,
Evan,
it's like the biggest joke right now.
Evan, and yet they're expanding to SeaWorld.
Yeah, that's why people are joking about it.
I don't know about that, dude.
Cruiser, as an Orlando resident, I'm just going to say up front, SeaWorld is the biggest laughing butt of every joke of theme park in Orlando, so you can just stop arguing with that.
I don't know.
Anyway.
What other theme park's getting up there?
Anyway,
what did you say?
I don't know. One other theme park's getting up there.
Which is?
The biggest joke. What is that?
I don't know. He froze.
Well, yeah, Jablonski. What other park are you referring to?
Come on, where'd you get that burger from?
Burger King.
Oh.
Yeah, where else, dude?
Yeah, I don't know. Five Guys. We got a caller.
There are some good ones.
What was that?
Everybody's.
Hey, you know.
I will save that for Evan's ears then. But anyway, yeah, Halloween Horror Nights, normally they always have like a slew of houses that are based off of popular IPs. But this year there were only 3. The Haunting of Hill House, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Beetlejuice. Now, out of those 3, my personal favorite was Beetlejuice. Because I have seen the movie, I am a fan of it. They did recreate various scenes throughout it. It was cool getting to walk through those sets, getting scared by some of the monsters featured in that movie. There's even like they actually made the model of the town. It's actually there in the house.
Sweet.
Was it like a
little diorama?
Yeah, and they even had people dressed up like the monsters that the dead couple turned themselves into to try to scare the family. Yeah, the mouth wide open with the eyeballs popping out. They actually remade that.
Okay.
Mutated Adam and Barbara.
Yeah, and as I'm walking out, I'm looking up, and I notice this big figure that's just in the dark. And they're trying to get me to move along. Like, no, you gotta move the line. I'm like, no, I want to know what the heck is that. Then lightning goes off. It's a sandworm.
One from Doom?
God, I wanted to see a sandworm in this maze.
I remember sandworm from the movie. I haven't seen the movie in a while. I do.
What's up? It's weird.
I mean, hold on. I gotta find the photos. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm trying to find that photo you sent me of the exterior.
Question though, Cruiser. With the Halloween the Icons Captured house, who was in the chair?
Jack.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Because I heard they actually rotate them out.
Well, when I was there, it was Jack, and I think, and Jack seemed to have been the star for this year, because he's the one that I saw the most of. And for those who don't know, for Halloween Horror Nights, they tend to create like a different mascot or an icon for each year. And they have this huge collection of various different characters. There's Jack, there's a doctor, there's a director.
Yeah, that's what I was disappointed with the 30th anniversary. Why they only brought Jack back? That was
because he's the most popular.
Well, I know he's the most popular, but still, the other ones were really
iconic. And the first original icon.
Well, I could see that. I knew you were gonna say that. Like, I don't disagree with you. Just like it's the big 30th anniversary. Usually when they do, I think that's kind of what made it different because like usually when during I think it was during the 20th, 25th, and I think the 16th, they brought everybody out. That was the thing. Oh yeah.
Well,
here's that picture of the Beetlejuice thing. I just want to say it from Bruce Carras wanted to cosplay that thing Beetlejuice turns into in the movie for a while now.
What, the carousel or?
Yeah, the carousel.
One thing though that I absolutely loved is that like you'll see in the photo that they actually paint the exterior of the studio so that you know what house is what.
Oh yeah, they go out.
Yeah, it's a very detailed picture, and Beetlejuice is still there at the park. What he does is that he actually warms up the crowd for the horror makeup show,
awesome,
which I absolutely love so much. I'll never forget.
Good promo.
Yeah, I remember he's kind of out there he looks at some little kid, and is like, "Hey kid, what's your name?" Tim. Tim, how old are you? 10. Like, hold on. Goes over to the other side. What's your name? Kayla. Kayla, how old are you? 12. Hey, Tim. Older woman.
Wait, they brought that? I didn't even know they even allowed kids in on Halloween Horror Nights. It's weird.
That's up to the parents.
Yeah.
But as far as the houses that were based off of original IP, the Icons was definitely one to see, but the one that stuck out to me the most, if I had to pick one, it's the Bride of Frankenstein.
Oh yeah.
Supposedly that was actually. Go ahead, Evan.
I was about to say, like, I know it was there last year, but I heard really good stuff about Bride of Frankenstein house.
Yeah, and just to kind of give you an example, at least the first thing you see when you walk into the studio is that you see the bride sitting there on this giant like rock facade. There's like some like piece of timber that is tilted over, and she screams, and this piece of timber just drops down like it's about to crush you,
like it's in the movie.
Yeah, and supposedly this was actually meant to be kind of like a sequel to the movie as well. And I have to say they did a really good job. And matter of fact, that was the house that got me the most scares. Because whenever you go into Halloween Horror Nights, they always try to look for those people who are kind of like, because that'll give them the best reactions. Now, as someone who is a magician and someone who is a performer, I'm fully aware of where the actors are hiding, what they're looking for, but I want to get scared. So I put myself in that same state of excitement just to hope that I'll get scared. And Bride of Frankenstein was the house where I got that the most. So that one is my favorite.
So Cruiser, I want to ask, this photo you gave me here, you gave me here, this fish dude, who the hell is this guy?
Fish dude?
Yeah, the photo here.
Guy in the fish costume?
What is that, creature from Black Lagoon or something?
Let me see here. Put it in the ants chat.
It's in the ants chat.
It's the thing wearing the ghillie suit.
Yeah, what is that?
All I'm seeing is Beetle.
Yeah, what is that?
That's a mole, I think.
That's a mole.
That's a mole? What the?
That looks nothing like the thing on Roz.
All I'm seeing is the hats, this dude in the weird grass costume, and Beetlejuice.
Dude in the weird grass. Also, you gave me this image here of this light thing. What is this? What is this thing I'm looking at here?
Again, Evan, you have to put it in the ants chat.
It's already in there.
In the ants chat.
Yeah, you just scroll up.
I'm seeing a bunch of photos of Bruce and his baby. Blue's Clues,
yeah,
Spider-Man.
Up.
Scroll down.
I am. I'm all the way down.
Well, we don't know what to tell you because it's right here.
We don't know what to tell you. You're the one that sent me the photos.
Yeah, there's
like I'm seeing the Beetlejuice
and his, the people around.
Draconicus Media 12 just said he's a sea mole.
I'm seeing the Beetlejuice house. I'm seeing the weird mole thing. I'm seeing the hat. I am not seeing.
Oh, the mole.
That's what he was talking about. He meant
it looks like a fish.
Yeah,
he's saying like that looks like a light. He's saying that looks like a lamp or something.
What is that thing?
Don't know, but this is driving me crazy. Hold on, let me try looking
You don't know, but you took a photo of it.
Yeah, you took the photo,
I
man.
know.
You know what?
He said the thing that looks like a lamp, obviously the hat.
You know, while Cruz is waiting here, I'm just gonna play your the videos you sent me, by the way. So let's just move on to that, if that's okay. Here's some video, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, they work.
Yeah, Evan, look, see, nothing. It's not coming up here, and I'm in the ants chat.
Scroll
you see?
up.
We already
Scroll
said what
up.
it was. You already looked
There
at
it is.
them.
You just had your hand over it.
Yeah, we just said the thing in the ghillie suit, which you pointed out is a
That's
mole
a
thing.
ghillie suit?
Yeah,
Yes!
that's what those are called. That's what those are called in the
What is
military,
this
ghillie
lamp
suits.
thing?
Yeah, and then when he said lamp thing, he obviously didn't know it's a hat.
Is it?
That's actually, believe it or not, that is a real prop from the old Mummy movie.
Oh, that's his fez. That's his fez.
Yeah.
I just
And
realized.
if you look really closely, that's actually the ring from the movie as well, right there in front of it.
Oh, right down there, right there. Right, that's nice. But
Yeah, because they actually they have a monster cafe at park, but it's been closed for the longest time. However, for Halloween Horror Nights, they did reopen it, and walking through it, they have like that prop, some stills from the movie, some of the original promotional material. They had this really great picture, or a sculpture, I should say, of the Gill Man from Creature of the Black Lagoon, and they were all in sections. Like one was sci-fi, one was the Mummy, one was the Creature, and some of the sculptures there was actually made by Tom Savini.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was real. It was so cool to see all that, because I hadn't stepped foot in that cafe in decades.
Yeah, I really got
So-
back, man.
So it was cool just seeing, what I missed out on.
Yeah, I really got to
Yeah.
go back. I really got to go back to Halloween Horror Nights. It was a lot of fun.
Well, I might go on Thursday.
Yeah, I know. I don't have the money, man. I gotta save up because I have to help get things ready with my girlfriend moving back and everything there. But yeah, but yeah, if you don't mind, you did send me videos. I'd like to show everybody if that's okay.
Sure.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is some videos that the Concert Cruiser sent me of Halloween Horror Nights. We hope you enjoy that. Enjoy.
All right, welcome to Crypt TV, one of the scare zones. All right, welcome to Crypt TV, one of the scare zones. Now over here, we have Spider Lady. Pardon me. Spider-Man, I found your waifu. Now this, I'm not entirely sure what it is, but my god, it is so cool. Not sure if I want to know what's behind that door. Okay, I'm out of here. I'm not entirely sure what this is. It's a Crypt TV promo. God, I love this. That is so cool. Is it? Welcome to Crypt TV.
That was good stuff. That was very good stuff.
Nice.
Halloween Horror Nights. I love how they go all out. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do want to see all of his videos, you can actually check out his Twitter, which I'll be linking in the chat here. But yeah, the fact of just seeing Universal go all out for this is just crazy. I mean, like, say we will about Disney. Like I said, with Disney, their band just going into a good, more wider audience. But Halloween Horror Nights really knows how to set up the show with all the effects and everything. I can't really bring that on here.
Matter of fact, there's a rumor that they actually might be making movies out of their icons.
Ooh.
I don't know.
That would be cool.
Maybe.
Yeah, I would love to see one with Jack, the director, and
A
all the others.
director Usher combo would be amazing.
Yeah, because honestly, I can picture, because that's actually a concept that I don't think I've seen in horror for a while. The idea of a murderous director. The last time I saw something like that was somewhat close was American Psycho.
I got some.
But he
I've
wasn't
seen
really
American Psycho.
But he wasn't a director. He was filming
He was like
himself.
a yuppie.
Yeah, and he told girls what to do while he filmed them.
Yeah.
That was really it.
Yeah, that's my deal. I'm not much of a horror house guy, but but if there's anything I can admire from Halloween Horror Nights is the atmosphere. I love the scare zones. I like everything there. It's just crazy. I'm gonna bring a caller in if that's okay. I'm gonna give Prince Goldenfish her thing. He wants to join in.
Yeah.
Okay, Prince Goldfish, you're on. What's up?
Hey guys!
Hey, were you watching?
Hello.
Were you watching the stream? What'd you think of his video? Of those videos of Halloween Horror Nights?
Insane.
Yeah,
I've always wanted to do everything Halloween.
Yeah, and with what I was telling Evan while the videos were being played was the one that you saw with all the fire. That was called Halloween Nightmare Fuel, or as I like to call it, Metal Cirque du Soleil, which is an attraction that was at Disney Springs called Cirque du Soleil, which is French for Circus of the Sun.
Well, actually, Cruiser, it's still there. It was just that show was Lenoba. They're making another one that's actually coming out real soon.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. Disney related stuff. It's cool.
Yeah, and not seeing the background there, like someone had to have seen Rammstein, because that is a total Rammstein backdrop.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And but not only was there the backdrop, there was fire, there was dancing, there was also, wait for it, magic.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say boobs.
Yeah.
Depends on where you sit.
I love your new icon, by the way, man. Your new little picture. I grew up on the Wacky Adventures of Ronald McDonald.
Oh my god, yeah.
I had the actual tapes as a kid.
They don't know what I'm talking about, guys. This is my current profile icon. It's this random shot I got of Ronald McDonald from this thing. Looks like he's just emerging from a ball pit, looking completely confused and mortified at what's in front of him. I don't know.
Mine's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But basically,
have you guys ever?
Sorry.
Talking about the magic that they use, like there's right when the show starts, there's a man who's lying down, lie down in his bed. As soon as he lies down, he springs back up, and it's now a woman. And there's nothing under the bed. You can see all the way under it. Now I'm familiar with how these tricks work, so I'm not going to tell anybody here.
Attaboy.
But it adds a lot to the show, because I think it's an element that's often underutilized. There's another one where they take that same guy, they put him in this like circular cage, they start spinning around, then start wrapping black cellophane wrap on the cage. It lifts into the air, and they start throwing beers through it. It explodes, melts away. The guy appears somewhere else.
Oh man, I thought they were getting
Yes, this was very good, and they were playing songs from like Rob Zombie, Nine Inch Nails.
Nice.
Yeah, and Imagine Dragons for some reason. But I mean, like, I get why. It's got, that, they're known for their percussion.
It's got that energy.
They're known for that percussion, like, boom, 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 boom. Those drums.
Nice.
So, it obviously makes a big bang. Now, as for, sure, we'll intend the pun there. Why not? Now, as for that water show, like I said, for me, that was very new because I had never seen that before. Now, if you've ever seen like those dancing fountains at the Bellagio Hotel in Vegas, picture that. However, it's much more elaborate. There's lasers, there's lights, and there's images that get projected onto the sets from across the pond. And you could say it was like an aqua version of the Trans-Siberian Orchestra show.
I would like to see that.
Yeah. And again, I think it's called Carnage, Factory of Carnage. And again, I had never seen anything this elaborate, especially with water. So that was incredible to see. The scare zones, obviously very highly detailed. They're a lot of fun. But there was one that I can't remember. However, all the scare actors were dressed up in the same uniform and revving chainsaws. I wasn't quite familiar with it. Obviously, it was its own original IP. However, because they were all dressed the same, it didn't really help all that much. The other thing, too, is that they look like something that came out of Cobra from G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt you. Prince Goldfish, did you have any other questions before I send you back?
So before this kind of has to do with Halloween. Have any of you seen Hell of a Boss over at Busy Pop?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
A part of a new
Does my
Halloween
profile
playlist.
picture tell you that I watch it?
Oh, dude!
No, I haven't seen the show yet. No, I've been busy.
It's fucking hilarious, especially the latest episode.
And Vader Zim is in it.
Yeah.
The voice
Richard
actor or the
Horvitz.
character?
Yep.
Richard
Voice
Horvitz.
actor.
The voice actor.
Oh, good. I love Daggett
It's
from
good.
Angry Beavers.
Yeah. And Brad's from Cosmonauts.
And Billy.
Yep.
He likes pie.
Psychonauts, excuse me.
You've had us here for what, hours, and you don't even know who we are? What are you? I'm a Virgo.
Prince, thank you for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
It's funny, Cruiser. Actually, do you know actually Disney does do haunted mazes in Tokyo?
Those would be really scary.
Everything they do all kinds of stuff with the stuff they like.
Dude, Japanese horror is way more intense than American.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie.
Sure.
The Disney horror houses they have there are pretty intense.
Okay, so
Hell,
you know.
do y'all remember that movie One Missed Call?
Yes.
I didn't see that one, no.
Over in Japan, that's a 3-series movie. Or that's like there are 3 movies based off of that. It's like One Missed Call, Another Missed Call, and Last Call or something like that.
Heck,
But
wow.
oh my god, it is like so freaking creepy. I think it's the same one, or I just remember there's a scene in one Japanese horror movie where I saw where this girl's taking a shower, and all of a sudden like she kind of like starts having a spasm or something like that, and like her body starts twisting and like just
Ooh.
putting her into
fact-
like different, like just really contorting her body and
Contorting.
like
Yeah.
They
the
made
actors that are doing it just did it so perfect, but just everything just made it seem so creepy.
There was one, I don't know if this counts as horror, but there was one Japanese movie called Ichi the Killer.
Oh my god, no.
And this guy had slits in his cheeks.
Oh dear.
Kind of like the Joker from Dark Knight.
No, I mean like they were not healed.
Oh.
And
They're
so
like
he could take a
Jeff
puff
the
of a
Killer.
cigarette.
He's basically
So he could like take a puff of a cigarette and inject the smoke out his cheeks. But you'll notice that he actually had 2 piercings here on the corners of his mouth. And then suddenly, he takes them out. Someone goes to punch him right in the mouth, and the guy's whole fist is in his mouth.
Ooh.
That's the whole reason why he got that.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, that scene is crystallized in my
Let's
head.
put it this way too. The best way to describe Japanese horror is that You guys remember the Human Centipede, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
That's
never
a
saw
cakewalk
it.
compared to what Japanese horror can pull.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Cruz, you want to know something cool? Not only
What's
was
that?
was Itchy the Killer a film, it was also a manga and also did was adapted into an OVA anime.
I'm not surprised.
But yeah, like here's the thing, like with Tokyo Disney, they do all kinds of stuff. They made Pinocchio scarier. But but one of the other things they did was they have one for Alice in Wonderland, which is pretty cool. Not to mention, even in California, they have the one thing I want them to bring to Disney World so badly that that cruiser. I'm just gonna say up front, I refuse you to look up footage of if you already have it.
And that is
Space Mountain Ghost Galaxy.
Oh, that one.
Space Mountain Ghost Galaxy is basically you're in Space Mountain and you're being chased around by this cosmic looking phantom that's just crazy. I like don't even.
So it's like that level in Donkey Kong Country 2.
No. Like this thing is it's actually kind of scary. Like it has screens all over the place where the ghost is just trying to get to you. The music is awesome. Don't if you want to look up footage, I don't care, but like it's pretty intense.
You just told me not to.
I know. I shifted my mind there. Hold on. We got another person. Donnell, I'm giving you one more chance. One more chance. All right. Donnell's getting one more chance to come in. He's been kind of timing it out. Donnell, you're on Ants. Donnell, you are on Ants.
Hello.
Ants is on Donnell.
You're on Pants.
You're on Pants. That was gonna be an April Fool's prank one day. I was gonna call it Pants, and it was just gonna be shots of our pants over chairs.
Oh, hey, back
Just
onto
came up with that one.
back onto the
right.
to the West Side Stories remake. And I do remember a scene in that the whole thing where it's just them snapping their fingers, like moving. They're just like kind of going, like moving towards people. I'm right here going, how is that intimidating?
Exactly.
If I see a group of 5 guys coming at me going like, I'm gonna be like,
yeah.
Sorry, Donnell.
I'm clearly in your way, gentlemen. Go wherever you're going.
This is why okay, here's the finger
I do
snaps.
not want to get mixed up in this. Oh, what was I about to say, Demolsky?
The one thing though I have yet to do with any Horror Nights, and hopefully if I go back I'll have my chance, is to try some of their food. There's actually food they make specifically for Halloween Horror Nights. And I never had any. I never tried any, just because food at theme parks are pretty expensive, and
They usually are.
And as Evan pointed out, that's basically used to help keep the rides going all year long. And so that's why me and my friends would always just wait till you're done and you can go pick out at the latest Denny's. However, some of the stuff I would like to try. I really would like to. So if I do end up going back, then hopefully I'll be more financially prepared for this. And
Convention in a way, because like they have foods there too, but it's usually priced more expensively, so you could like support the event.
And also there was this one other scare zone called Crypt TV, and this seemed to be a bit more of an Instagram scare zone. A chance kind of you take pictures and post on Instagram. Now, to be
I
fair,
think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and to be fair, they had cool setups, but I think what they should have done to promote this is make some kind of a web series out of each and every single one of these sets, because I'm seeing like this weird spider lady, a real one, or probably the one you guys were talking about.
Yeah, that was the one we were talking about. Like we were talking about the other. I don't like the design of the spider lady. Maybe
wait, hold on. I thought Crypt TV did have a whole thing on these. Like I thought Crypt TV was specifically it was a website where they do have their own, or I think it's a different one where it's like.
I've never heard of Crypt TV until that scare zone.
I was gonna say the spider lady thing. I'm like, was that Lolth from D&D or something like that?
There's like there's this one website where they make a bunch of like horror things, and like I forgot. There was like there's like similar to it.
I'm seeing here on YouTube. Doesn't resemble what I saw at the park, but I think it's a real waste that if you're going to make attractions out of brand new IPs, that you don't have some sort of video promotional materials, like something you can throw as like a web series or short movie. Because while I do make stories out of all these, not a lot of people are going to take the time to actually read them. I mean, the diehard Horror Night fans will, but this is still going to be a first time for a lot of people.
Oh my god, I just remembered something. Hold on.
What's that?
My friend Rustin actually went to Hollow Scream tonight.
Yeah, I was right. Yeah,
I gotta tell him.
The website is, they actually have a bunch of like, it is like a bunch of horror like things like from that. It's
let me see if it's
I went to Rooster Teeth's convention a long time ago in Texas. There was a booth over there promoting the same people. It's they at each of their promotional booth, it's a different thing of their website or of the shows that they make. Because one of the things that they had at the booth over there was a thing where you had to quickly write something down, and this creature gets you in their show or something like that. And yeah, the way that they had the creature look is just so creepy. It's like something called the Looksee or something like that. Hold on, it's
okay. Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, look, this thing.
So I asked her what
that thing.
I asked her. I'm sorry, it wasn't Rustin. It was my friend Liz. I asked her. So how was it? I'm like, oh yeah, the part where they made the walk around Shamu zombie was great. They had like everything out there. There the sea creatures all over with the blood. The starfish on the person tied to the wheel with the starfish throwing knives. That was the best. I'm like, is this really in there? Then I respond like, is this really all in there? He's like, Evan, have you been listening to everybody? How do you think it was? In all caps.
Zombie Shamu sounds like an interesting
Zombie Shamu. Zombie Shamu sounds like a ROM hack you'd see on like one of those old SeaWorld games.
Sounds like a B film.
Yeah, I see it being nothing but just meaningless death.
I wrote back, I'm like,
Sharknado, zombie sharks.
I like wrote back, I'm like, so wait, it was bad? He's like, of course it was bad. Anyway, like friggin'
Zombie Shamu, directed by the same people that directed and produced by the same people that did Sharknado.
Nice.
Oh, directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
There actually, believe it or not, there actually is a movie called Shark Exorcist.
Shark Exorcist. It sounds like friggin'.
Yep.
Is it a demon shark?
I'd rather rewatch Tusk.
That sounds like a fucking baby shark lost creepypasta. Sharkquake. Can we get Sharkquake?
Mansquito.
Mansquito, is that a real thing?
I think so. Only one way to find. It's fun to say though, Mansquito.
Oh, it is mosquito.
Yeah.
Except it's called Mosquito Man.
Well, so it's like The Fly, but
then again, there was also this image here I got of Mansquito. It looks like I hope this is real because it looks like a spider. It looks like a Spider-Man knockoff. Hold on, I gotta get rid of this freaking.
Oh, what it says on here on Crypt TV,
there it is,
the
right
monsters
there.
within.
I gotta zoom in. Hold on, it's like right there.
It says our mission is to create culture-changing monster stories that bring the world closer together.
Cruiser, there you go. That's Mansquito. That's Mansquito right there.
What the hell?
Miles Morales.
I don't know. He doesn't look like he says ha ha.
I was gonna say that looked like a comment from us.
So I definitely had fun with Horror Nights. Hopefully I can go back. I do. But the main thing I'm hoping for is that October 6th, when Midnight Syndicate's going to be there signing, I hope I can get that day off of work to have them sign this, because it turns out signatures will be free.
So tell me, since you got a thing there, what is the one thing that you think they should do better?
For Horror Nights in general?
Yeah, like there's got to be something you got to think. Like, in other words, like, is there something that you feel like they need to fix, like right now, like in terms of like the quality and everything there, like where like
the only thing I can really think of is this is the one thing that drove me crazy, and I even mentioned it earlier, was I want a chance to get to be scared. I get you're looking for people who will give you that reaction. I understand that. But damn it, I want to be part of the fun too. That's my biggest gripe. Like, I don't think just because I'm a middle-aged man that it won't give you that scaring reaction. If you can make me jump back, you did your job. That's what I want.
Are you talking like physical
Well,
contact?
for him, this is what would probably happen. Get scared.
That's it. That's Cruiser's complaint. He's like, okay, Universal, kill me. Just take the knife, plunge it in me, kill me.
Look, I just want there to be shit.
Which I will gladly do for you, Cruiser, so long as you write a note saying, yeah, don't press charges. I asked for this.
No.
Like Universal, I want there to be shit in my pants by the end of the night. Okay.
Okay, so every one of them carries a taser. Just. Oh yeah. Oh, that didn't scare you.
I mean, heck. I mean, heck. Even for the horror makeup show, they will never select someone like me. They actually said they have criteria for who they select to be their volunteer, and that drives me crazy because I would like to see a close-up view of the set, but they'll look for like women, minorities, like anything that people that will give them that scare, that reaction.
So kind of like how the scare actor, like what the scare actors do with the begging like the most like nervous people.
Yeah,
you need to do like a girlish scream.
And here's the thing too, like they always constantly say, like, we're looking for someone whose family doesn't want them anymore, and I'm the only one sitting by myself.
Just have a sign that says that next time.
Cruiser, what I'm about to suggest to you is probably the most heartless, coldest thing I'm about to say, but I'm just gonna say it, okay? Next thing you know, when you go there, just raise your hand and shout, "My Tinder date stood me up." Just right there, like, for the 10th time.
Oh wow!
See how that turns out. See how that turns out.
Yeah.
I'll try because honestly, nothing else has worked. Because like they always take for example, like say this is the crowd. They always go for someone that's sitting over on this side. They never pick anyone that's like right there in the front or on the other side. It's always that one side.
Man, kind of
and I could be the only person in that section, and they still wouldn't pick me.
It's the same.
Yeah, it's like I want to have fun too. I want to be part of this.
Like you want to shit my pants.
So I want to say up front here, out of all this conversation, the person who's been really quiet lately would be Bright Idea. So Bright Idea, how about you break the silence and give us some and tell us about what the hell is going on?
Okay, so I've been working a lot. I've been moving house. Just like getting a whole bunch of stuff done. I had my 5th day at work at the new Home Depot. I transferred from Harrisburg, where I was living, for several months, and they're loving me over there. It is amazing. Like, my supervisor, Cindy, she's like introducing me to people. It's like, this is Annette. She's our new order puller. We love her.
I'm not gonna lie, Cindy is the kind of name that's up there that I associate it with permanent bitch.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the names I'm right here. The moment I hear it, I'm just like, okay, this woman is either gonna be an annoying bitch or she's just gonna be that woman that just gives orders. She's gonna be one of those two.
I mean, she does give orders. She is bossy, but she's the boss. So,
exactly.
like,
so look, but see, she gives the orders. That's why she doesn't have to be a bitch.
Yeah. But she's a good one. I
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, so I'll probably get more detail off air. But my boss actually thinks I'm the best one out of her whole shift.
Wow, that is a good feeling.
Bright, I also want to get close up here. I know I already said it in the poster, but I want to say Yom Tov to you, by the way.
Thank you. Yes, there was Yom Kippur the other day, I think.
Well done, by the way. Well done.
Yeah.
Did you have to fast?
Yeah, I fasted, and I did a social media fast as well. Just like no distractions, no electronics, just kind of sit and I gave a blanket apology, which like I know it's not like the most personal, or it's like if I've done anything to like earn your ire or make you angry, I apologize. and I want to be a better person
Oh,
every
you're the
year.
best.
So yeah.
You're the best, Bright. You're impossible to hate. Like,
Is the fasting just not eating in general, or you're just not supposed to do anything?
Yeah, you're not supposed to eat. It's like, I guess, like clear the system. Like,
Okay,
I'm
I
not
forgot.
sure what the historical significance is, but it does, like, you're not supposed, like, in a lot of, like, if you're an Orthodox Jew, you're not supposed to sing, you're not supposed to do anything besides, like, go to synagogue, pray, you know, to be written in the book of life. Like, I'm not going that far. I'm just like, I want to be a better person.
Yeah.
Well, you got to spend some time with family too, as well, which I think is very interesting.
Yeah.
Check the ants chat. I don't know if you've seen it or not already. I posted
Yes,
it.
I saw it.
Oh,
I saw it.
come on, man.
It's Yom Kippur by Jews.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Well, it's just the holidays. Like,
Okay, but what does the frog have to do with
anything?
anything here?
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah, it doesn't.
You know, like that's the thing about what was I gonna say to you?
Let's see.
I forgot. What I was
think I
gonna
might
say,
actually have.
What?
I forgot what I was gonna say to you. I fucking forgot. Like I was talking to you all over the
Oh,
place. and
also, it was my birthday, like last.
Yeah,
like, 2
I was
weeks
giving you
ago.
a shout out in the last one. I was saying
Oh,
happy
that's
birthday
why
to
it
you.
was.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it was the frog, because it started on Wednesday.
What?
Yeah. What does the frog have to do with
What the
Wednesday?
hell are you?
It's usually like Toad Wednesday.
What?
Oh.
I never heard of
I-
this.
It's an internet.
Swansea,
It's an
what
internet
the
thing.
hell
It's like
are you
it's Wednesday.
talking
but
about?
Yeah.
Like I'm not getting the connection here.
It's random.
It's a meme.
Thank you, Kuma, for doing that in the middle of the stream. But nice. Wait, was that vape? I can tell.
Maybe.
You will never know.
Yeah.
One of the things that was interesting, I actually got to work Monsters Inc. Laugh Lord during the Halloween party.
Oh yeah, you've been sending me.
Yeah, I've been
jokes
sending
over.
Bright Idea like all these dad jokes that all the guests keep sending in.
I love it. It's
right,
like, I like the one where you said, "What does the lawyer name his little girl?" Sue.
Do you have your phone on you? Can you actually tell them?
I did.
Tell them the jokes. Tell them the jokes that I have sent you all week. Which I think.
Oh,
What do you call an athletic pumpkin?
I said Bright Idea, not you.
Yeah, I know. All right, so it's like, what do Jedis use to open PDFs? Adobe want Kenobi. Why do cows have hooves? They lack toes. I love that one.
Yeah, I like that one.
Let's see. There was another one that you sent. Oh, where does mom and dad like? Where do mom and dad like to go for vacation? Paris.
I didn't get that one.
Hair.
Because they're a pair.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, this one I like. How do you find Will Smith in the snow?
Yeah.
Look for the Fresh Prince.
Find Fresh Prince. I like that one.
Oh, hey, speaking of that, did y'all see about the kid that's gonna be playing him in the movie, or
play
not
who,
the
Will Smith?
movie,
the reboot?
Yeah, the reboot of
Is
Fresh
it
Prince
gonna
of
be a
Bel-Air.
reboot?
The edgy
Yeah.
reboot one.
Yeah, they're supposedly getting. They got like the kid who did the audition and got it. Will Smith actually did a video call with him just to tell him that he got it.
Oh,
Nice, man.
I know, it's pretty
Imagine
cool. But
that.
I like
and yeah, the kid does kind of would kind of resemble young Will Smith in a sense.
And this is that edgy one that's like more, like
I
dramatic.
think it's supposed to be a modern, apparently. Like it's not gonna be that much in the era
Like, it's not
of the
90s,
time.
it's
Yeah,
30
I don't
years
think.
later.
Yeah, I
know
don't think
there
it's gonna
was-
be there. I think it's supposed to be the same story, just modern.
Because I remember there was a trailer someone made of it was the same show except they made it more realistic and edgier.
I think
like
so.
Ru-
I
like
think
Will,
that's what. Yeah.
like Will Smith is actually a street thug and like he has to go there and him adapting and everything. It's like crazy.
I think that's supposed to be the whole idea.
That is an
I mean,
interesting
overall,
concept.
I grew up both watching that reruns and like watching it now every now and then, just to be like, yeah, this was a great show. Like,
yeah, I'll do that once we finally get the Thomas the Tank Engine World War II movie.
He's seen some shit.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that rumor?
I didn't know there was a
hold on,
rumor.
I brought up the poster here. There was this image circulated online way back then, and it's this image of Thomas the Tank Engine with bullet holes on the side. The original pitch was he has to make a run from one place to another outside of Sodor, and it's during World War II.
The hell?
So Bolto needs Thomas the Tank Engine.
No, it's not medicine. It's like artillery and everything. It's like crazy.
Oh wait, okay. Wait, are there gonna be? Were there supposed to be people on him? Like as an actual
cars or...
Yeah, is he supposed to be like carrying people, or is it just supposed to be the items? And we're in the mind of a train or something.
He's a tank engine. I know he has Annie and Clarabelle, but like I don't know. That's the one for Jasper Pye to talk to, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm just really curious because we're never specifically told how these trains speak to people.
Well, they did.
I mean,
well, in the reboot, they just speak to people. That's all, man.
Yeah, but like, I mean, I kind of want to know some backstory. Like, are they like psychically talking to people?
No, they have mouths. They talk to people.
But we don't see them move specifically.
No. Let me explain. They did make the mouths move, and you know when you want something, but when you see it, you're like, I don't think this is.
Yeah,
that's basically the way to describe the 3D animated series, like the model work.
But I would rather that than I would rather like say that they can psychically talk to them, and that their faces are just masks.
Hey, Sir Topham Hatt knows exactly how to communicate with his engines. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Under that hat is a giant antenna.
Fucking Sir Topham Hatt, man. I want his face tattooed on my shoulder blade with the words confusion and delay written underneath it.
Or you could add my face there too, because what?
Or maybe Alec Baldwin going, "Did you do that?"
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's like,
oh wow.
You put this here for
That's the thing. When you look back at Thomas the Tank,
I remember watching a Thomas the Tank Engine movie.
Yeah, we don't like to talk.
That was it.
Yeah, let's pretend that.
Magic
Can we just pretend that movie never existed, please?
I'd
I
like
saw
that.
that in theaters with my little brother who loved
You
Thomas
did?
the Tank Engine.
Oh god.
I still love it, man. I still watch Shining Time Station once in a while, man. It's really good stuff.
I don't remember what the actual plot was. I just remember there was something around gold dust or.
Yeah, like
Alec Baldwin is Mr. Conductor. Peter Fonda is a really weepy dude, and for some reason, Mara Wilson's in it.
Yeah.
I'm vaguely remembering that now. Oh
The
shit!
big
I don't
yellow
want
Disney
memories of the movie.
It was also
I
the
don't
last
want memories
appearance
of
of
this
what's his face? Who played Billy Two Feathers on that show?
Oh god, I don't know.
Friggin' fuck, what was his name? Who played him? Fucking
no idea.
Russell Means.
Oh wow.
No idea.
He was played by Tom Jackson in Shining Time Station. Man, I gotta get it. I really want to see his work.
Oh yeah, some great stuff.
Yeah, good stuff. So.
Cecil was like reminding me for my birthday. He did a cameo with John Delancey. He sent me a video. John Delancey shouted out for me and Bettina for our birthday. It was awesome.
Right.
Oh, that's cute.
I've often kind of wondered about that whole cameo thing because it's a great idea. It really is.
Yeah.
But when you look at some of the people they have on there, like I'm actually seeing, like you can get a cameo by this duck, this pig, this dog. Excuse me?
Hey,
they also have like, they have like cosplayers on there, which I guess that's cool. And not, but the cost of some of this stuff, like a video,
it's not standard.
Like, yeah, like a cameo from Snoop Dogg is $1,000.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's an A-list.
What, like high, low? What do you like? What do you think he should be like?
Hold on a second here.
My point is that a birthday greeting from him is not worth $1,000. That's what you pay him if you want him to appear in your video.
Let me see here. Well, I mean, like, what if I was getting something like, I don't know, Felicia Day?
I don't know if she's even on there.
$110 for Felicia Day? That's not too bad.
Okay, but what would you have her do?
Just says like,
frickin' know.
Small promo.
I'm just
wishing you
looking
a
up.
happy birthday.
I don't
The
know.
small promo for
I'm
ants.
I'm just looking up stuff here. Like Ernie Hudson.
I mean,
They got a bunch of stuff.
how much is
people
Ernie
on there.
Hudson? 165. Wait a minute. You said Snoop Dogg charged 1,000?
Oh
yeah.
Let me see here. Snoop Dogg.
What about look up Bill Murray?
No, he's not.
It's if he's not on.
Oh, Bill.
Not everybody's on Cameo.
Yeah, Bill Murray.
Yeah.
I don't know if Bill Murray's on there.
I mean, I got a couple of friends who are on there, and they have definitely done shout outs.
Mhm.
The most bizarre one, or depending on who you are, is my
Yeah.
friend Kelly, the singer.
Yeah.
So he was actually hired to do a cameo to fire someone out of their band.
Awesome.
Oh dear.
I
Nice.
can't
Wow.
find. I don't have Bill Murray, but I have. Bill,
I don't
have
know
Bill,
if that's a
okay.
good or bad thing.
I don't
Well,
have.
basically, there was some metal band who wanted to fire one of their members, so they actually booked my friend Kelly to fire him.
I don't have Bill Murray, but I have Bill
Did she
Mooney.
let him down gently or
Mooney?
something?
Yeah, Bill Mooney.
I don't know, but it's like, but it's like his cameo from him was like $25. Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds reasonable.
Wait.
I
Yeah.
think Carrie Means is 25. I think Ari Lehman is 25. But
Oh, that's cool. You should-
$1,000 though for Snoop Dogg to wish you a happy birthday?
Hey, if you don't like it, get
Actually-
somebody else.
Well, it says here
Yeah, I
Snoop
was gonna
Dogg's
say.
actually not taking any more right now.
Well, that, gee, I wonder. I do know that the singer from Motley Crue was charging $500. And here's the thing: when he actually he did that for someone, and it came out so horrible.
Mm.
I was just about to say. I feel like it also depends on what they do as well too. Like some would just be like, "Hi, blah blah blah, happy birthday,
Yeah.
bye."
Yeah.
I'll give you an example here. A YouTuber called the Irate Gamer has used Cameo to actually get some people to appear on his show. Okay, you're actually saying, like he actually got Ernie Hudson to be on his show to drive in traffic to his video, and say tell him about the game and say Bustin' makes me feel good. Get those ghosts. Okay, that makes sense. But if you're going to try telling me that, like to get $200 to have someone wish you a celebrity a happy birthday, no.
I'm looking
no,
at.
Yeah, no.
I'm looking at
So you
I'm looking at the.
you know
freaking-
who should have actually been doing who should have done the firing bit?
What's that?
You know who I'm.
Yeah. The way you said that, I know.
You
who
know,
you're talking about.
I'm looking at I'm looking at the two guys that Scott the Woz got on Borderline Forever. Brett Favre, he charges 400 and Vince Young is 200. I'm starting to see why he prefers Madden 08. Anyway. Who else is here?
So like I said, it's a good idea, but if I'm paying you that much money, like, bitch, you better blow my mind here, okay?
Who else is on this thing?
Well, granted, who would you get then?
Hey, Brent Spiner's on it.
Actually,
Yeah.
now that I think about it, there is one person I kinda did a cameo with, but it wasn't a video message to somebody.
Brett Light.
Cameo.
I just mean in general, paying for one. Like,
Well, it depends on what. If we're talking about wishing
I
someone,
said like whoever you would pick. That's what I mean. Like anyone in general. Like
for someone to give me a shout out.
If you want, yeah, or just something to be like anything about you, like to promote something you do or something like that. Whatever. Anything about you. Again, just anything about you.
Would I get?
And like, who would you get, and how much you think you would pay for that person?
If let's see, okay, let's say for example,
for a cameo,
Okay, for example, let's say the singer of Rammstein. They are widely popular. They have a very dedicated fan base. For him to actually tell people to check out me, my content, my social media, for something like that, of a guy of his stature, I'd say maybe $200 to $300.
Yeah. That sounds like reasonable.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm paying him to promote my business or my social media. That you can get. But if we're talking about like a birthday greeting or congratulations, no. It's not worth that much. I mean, hell, we got Sam Vincent for free.
Yeah. Each their own.
You know who I think it would be funny to get a cameo by?
Yeah.
Any of like the insurance company company icons.
Like Flo.
Yeah. like just Flo right there, just like saying like, "Hi, I'm Flo. I just wanted to say,
yeah,
I just wanted to say happy birthday."
I don't know. I mean, Gilbert Gottfried's on there. He's the Affleck duck.
Yeah.
And I have to wonder if that's how AVGN got in contact with him.
No, I think he had a website, I believe. I could be wrong. He advertised it at the end. I can't remember.
Yeah, he advertised his website, I think his own podcast, and said that he was on Cameo.
Yeah, I find it funny because with Gilbert Gottfried, that's not his real voice.
Yeah, I know that.
That's so weird.
Yeah, that poor guy.
Still Iago.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Out of everyone he can be, that I'm only gonna hear Iago. Just
the best way to describe his voice is he sounds exactly like the Final Five. Welcome to the Final Five, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we give our final thoughts on things and everything else that goes all over the place with everything, be it projects, life, everything like that, and all that shit and things like that. So as usual, ladies go first. So Kuma, you're up right here. Let's see. Thank you. Your time begins.
Well, maybe you didn't go first. Classy.
Oh yeah, we have a Jablonski, we have a new rule. Everybody has to mute during their final five segments. So Kuma, you go, and your time begins now.
Yep. Yeah. What is up? I've actually this whole time my been so far away from me, so I don't know how loud I've been or not. So yeah, I just noticed my mic's been like so far away. But anyway, I've been doing more D&D, and I'm working with an artist to make up a character or make up new scenes for a character. One's gonna be not safe for work, so yeah, that's gonna be a thing. And one I'll show y'all later. Like I can show y'all offline. But like it's good to show, but like the ones not safe for work I won't. Anyway, peace and look forward to my quote of the week.
Okay, cool. Next up we're gonna go and spice it up there. So Jablonski, you're next. Let's go. Your time. Unmute begins now.
Oh boy, what am I doing? Work. Not much else outside of that. I've been turning articles every once in a while, at least once a month. Finally building up a backlog of model kits. Got a few new ones out. And yeah, that's really all I've been doing. It's nice to actually be back up on here. I'll be showing up just every once in a blue moon. But, it's nice to see everyone again. And for old time's sake, remember to drink your motherfucking drugs.
Woo! I just stopped the timer just for the sole purpose of doing that. So yes, Annette, bright bulb, blight idea, go.
No.
Yes.
My time begins?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what's up, everybody? Sorry I haven't seen me in a couple of weeks. Yeah, just been busy moving and rearranging stuff and getting stuff sorted out. And I got a few weeks where I'm working clothing time at my store. So next week I'm actually going to be off at 6, so I'll be here for the whole stream, hopefully. And the October 3rd and the 10th I'm going to be working late, so don't expect me to be on time. But I'm very excited because me and Cruiser have a collab coming up that I'll let him talk to you about. So check out his channel for Hoof Rock coming soon. And in case you're still subscribe for more Bright Ideas.
Yeah. Come on, Bright. We need a video from you soon. We miss you badly.
I know.
Cruiser, Cruiser, I don't care. Your time begins now. Just do something. Go.
The Macarena. There, I did something.
Yes, do
it. But yeah, as Bright said, the episode of Hawkeye is
everybody. If you guys can't see it, but everybody in the chat is doing that. I'm freezing your time to say it. Everybody in the chat was doing. Go.
I wanted some people to actually give their feedback on it first because it is loaded with puns. We did not hold back. So I wanted to get their input first. And so that will be up soon. And when I get a chance to see the premiere of G5, no doubt there's going to definitely be songs in there. I will probably put together a quick vid to tell my thoughts on it. Will be animated. I also have some videos getting ready for my music channel. So we got more content coming. Stay tuned.
Okay, good. I need to talk to you about that because I have no real idea. Oh my god, they might have found Gabby's body. Anyway, I'm going to talk to you more about that after this stream because I'm having a hard time kind of like understanding what you want me to do essentially on this video. So I'll get to you in that afterwards. So yeah, all that leaves is yours truly. So let's get going. There's me and begin. I'm gonna run that. Okay, cool. Work on the animation's been going slow. I've been doing more of the animation on one of the longer scenes at work, like going in early and everything like that. It's just been nuts. Still driving me nuts. But I was able to get the live action segments done for Finster scenes in World Part 2. I am really nervous. I hope I can make this deadline. But I'm working hard, guys. I'm working hard to see what I can do for you. Everything's for you. I am not dead yet. And I know I got to get through this stress just to make if I want to do the Dream Project. But it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. I'm working hard. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to be taking a massive hiatus from client work until I get this thing done because it is becoming ridiculously too obsessive. Anyway, with that said, You smell nice tonight. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to take you down to Kuma's quote of the week to end our night out.
Yo, my quote of the week comes from actually really one of my favorites and most quotable guy you know, Stanley, everyone's favorite. This one is, luck's a revolving door. You just need to know when it's your turn to walk through. Stanley. And with that, I will leave it here from all of us at Ants. Always stay positive, even in the negative zone. Peace.
We've had lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of fun, but now the time has come to go. If this Silcon was found dead in his bed tomorrow, I'd be in heaven still doing this show. See you some other time. Ugh.